also like this new format. It's like more comfortable, I think.
Yeah, there's stuff to look
plus
at.
Plus, you know that there's no more fat seat. The fat seat, honestly.
The fat seat is gone.
The fat seat was lethal, dude.
Yeah, it was, dude. There were a few people that were in that fat seat that I was shitting out of.
I think I pretty exclusively always sat in the fat seat.
Yeah, you were always.
I was always.
If you guys are new to this podcast, check out the older episodes and just look whoever's sitting like close right or close left. It is the fattest anyone could ever look in their life. It's so crazy.
Yeah, Patty,
because they're like 6 feet closer to the camera.
Yeah, and it's like they're sitting down
sideways and like
fold.
It's like level.
Yeah.
So, like your legs, when your legs dip like this, it kind of like alleviates, like the fat can disperse throughout your body a little. But when this is all up and this is forward,
right here.
it creates like a like one of those things that your grandpa puts on.
You caused a couple eating disorders with that.
I just watch my episodes and do crunches now.
Yeah.
Revenge.
It has like, in a way though, because I've been on every episode of this podcast, believe it or not.
Yeah, no, I believe that.
So like, I have been the fat guy a lot. I've been the fat guy a lot on my podcast.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like worn away my I almost said iniquity.
It's that bad. Your insecurity.
Yeah, it's like it's complete. I'm just like whatever. Yeah,
you're like I couldn't possibly look worse.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? You know, like when you're.
But that's like doing stand up. Like you've seen yourself from every fucking most disgusting angle that you're like literally like just thank you to anyone who's ever fucked me and like I'm sorry. Like you see certain photos, you're like, how does anybody even do this?
Isn't it crazy? It's so crazy when someone wants to fuck you.
Yeah, you're like, what?
It's like, wait a minute, like what? And then you're like, what did you do? Like, who sent you? You just like you can't trust anyone.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you start treating sexual partners like homeless people on the subway. No,
but for girls, it's like they probably just like you. But for guys, it's more like.
Yeah. It's like the angles are adding up. Yeah. It is like just a scan, like a Dude, James, we talked about that because we're getting older and we're getting a little hornier. Like now we look at women, right?
Good for you.
Yeah.
Do you get hornier when you get older?
I don't know what you're referring to. What were we talking about? On the bottom?
I did. When I hit like 28, I all of a sudden was just like gawking at women in the street.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And like you start to learn little tricks.
Like what?
Like you like look at their eyes and then you look away and then you like look at their tits.
What's the trick? Who's it tricking?
The trick is like you're kind of...
The trick is you go to jail.
The trick is you're like flanking their body with glances.
Like, he looked me in the eyes first, so I think that he could see me as a human. He saw I had a soul, and then he saw my body as plastic meat to be bought and sold.
Yeah. There's like the phases are like you look at their face and you're like, okay, they're not like crazy.
Great.
Then you look at their body and you're like,
now
okay,
they're crazy.
Now that body is crazy.
Now that's crazy. Okay.
And then you look for weaknesses.
Okay, that ruined my day.
Damn, that body on fentanyl.
Damn, your booty, you got that fentanyl booty.
Damn.
I want to
on public housing.
I want to overdose on a very small amount of that booty.
Like, what do you think it is about like black guys that love fat white women so much?
I think it's like a reverse.
I don't know.
I think it's like a reverse royalty kind of thing. Because you know how like fat white men like owned black people.
Yeah.
Then their wives were probably pretty fat.
Okay.
So
interesting. That's an interesting theory.
I think God did it. I think God was like, let's just mix this up.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like I like
heroic.
That fact. It's fun. Yeah, because it's like someone needs to fuck them.
Right. Someone needs to fuck them.
Yeah,
Well,
black people, I mean.
Yeah.
There's like nerdy white guys who are like, who would ever fuck this guy? Asian women. Here they come.
Yeah.
And then
there's like
fuck all these
tall, twinky, dweeby white guys who fuck heavier black women.
Yeah.
It's
are there really?
yeah, there's like
I guess everybody's like into something.
yeah, there's a yin and yang to
Some
the
people,
universe.
some of you are into feet.
Yeah.
Most of you, I would say. Sorry, I broke the fourth wall.
That's okay. I've been breaking that
The fourth
wall.
sheet.
I've been breaking that wall for 7 straight podcasts. It's like, you want to fuck me? Daddy wants to fuck me.
Somebody's gonna clip that, and it's me.
You want to fuck me?
Clip
Guys,
it.
I got a new ringtone.
Do you know what? I don't know what movie it is, but there's this one movie with an Asian guy who just keeps going, you want to fuck on me?
Fuck on me.
Oh, you want to fuck on me?
Dude, I was on an airplane. There's this old Asian lady sitting next to me, and she's watching this like highly sexual movie, and just it's like in like Chinese or whatever, but I could see the English subtitles. Just this Asian guy like looking at this girl getting undressed, and she was just laughing out loud on the plane. She's like
Was she like stirring a bowl of smoking bones?
Why? What?
I don't know.
In an emergency instead
Bro,
of a
you
mask.
can't just say shit.
You know, in like in Avatar: The Last Airbender, they like
Oh, I
need
don't
the
know.
truth or whatever, and they walk in, and it's just like
An Asian lady?
bones and a thing. Yeah.
Because it's Asian.
Yeah.
I dated an Asian in high school.
You did.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm sure
give it
he
up
loves
for
you being
Ronnie
referred
Chang, everybody.
I wish.
He's not autistic enough
He's-
for you, I don't think.
He might be.
Asian is a level of autism, I guess.
Yeah.
Someone's going to clip that. Ban this pod in China.
That's okay. Dude, I did have an episode that was banned in Russia recently.
Wow.
Yeah, no idea why. They're like, we cannot show this in Russia.
Why?
Yeah, you shouldn't.
You're just saying where the Russian like missile depots are.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's one
They
here.
don't.
The Americans
Imagine
are using
just-
stupid podcasts to relay
Yeah.
Some random guy's
information.
podcast knows all the Russian military secrets.
They hide all the secrets in hour 3.5 of Joe Rogan. Nobody makes it this far.
Yeah, it was because there was an O-Town song that was played on my podcast, and they don't allow that in Russia.
Wow. Because the O stands for oligarchy.
Oh,
I went to college.
good use of all.
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
I was thinking it, but
We were all thinking it.
Olive Garden. When you're here, you're less than everybody else.
When you're here, you're equal.
yeah. What is an
When you are here, we are all the same. That's a
Ooh.
German version of Olive Garden.
Yeah,
Yeah, what is an oligarchy?
An oligarchy is, I think it's like a couple people run it.
Okay. And a monopoly is when you have
Couple people.
a top hat and you send people to jail.
Yeah, and you sell peanuts. Mr. Peanut.
remember when we went to Applebee's for your? Was it Applebee's or was
Olive
it?
It was Olive
It was
Garden.
Olive
For
Garden
my birthday.
in Times Square.
That was last year?
Yeah, it was last year.
Dude.
1 year
It was
ago.
James's birthday.
Wait,
yesterday.
that feels like there's
2 days ago.
That was 2 years ago,
No,
right?
it was 1 year ago. It was last year.
Actually,
Yeah, we went to Olive Garden. Because then we went down to...
Dude.
Because you guys left early, and then we went down and met you at Colt. Remember?
that feels like doesn't that feel like so long ago?
It feels like
It-
not that long ago.
Oh, really? It feels
feels
like
long ago for
ages
me.
ago to me.
Now I'm old. Now I'm 27.
When I just think about like,
Well, you don't crinkle that right next to the microphone.
Hey guys, welcome back to Malia's ASMR 50th episode.
dude,
Hi,
I've been
it's
watching
Malia.
ASMR lately.
You guys
I've been-
should do ASMR, you and Chloe.
I have a lisp,
You've
so
been
I
watching
can't
a
do it.
sexy man
What do
reading?
you mean? You don't have a lisp.
I kind of do.
I maybe only heard it like a couple times. It's only
Now
when you're
you're
like riled up.
Now you're. Okay, I'm insecure. Now you're-
Come on, I don't
I know I'm literally the one who said it, and I'm.
Come on, lay off me.
I forgot when I was a kid I had a stammer. I had to go to like speech therapy because I would go and then 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 and
Dude,
then
you've
and my mom would be like, "All right, just stop talking now."
You've always been
Oh, that's you. Totally are that kid.
you've always been a
Yeah.
chatterbox, haven't you?
With nothing to say, just want to talk.
Hey, that's nice, dude.
I've been watching ASMR. I've been watching mukbangs. Do you guys ever watch mukbangs?
No.
It's when you watch somebody eat like a fuck ton of food.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You like that sexually?
No, I don't know what it is. It's like satisfying.
Yeah. There's this one I like on Twitch where it's like a beautiful woman with a hefty bosom, and she just has these microphones that are shaped like ears, and she just goes.
You should do that with feet for
And then
this.
she goes to the other one. She's like,
Ew.
You've been so nice to me.
Ew.
I like it.
What is it? As if like there's two guys standing on
Oh,
either
yeah, you
side
just
of her?
talking about people shoving Popeyes into their face. You're like, no, it's
I think
art.
I think it is a sexual thing for a lot of people. It must be because it's
Yeah.
literally like a beautiful girl and she's just like shoving a pickle down her throat.
Yeah.
And I'm-
sucking
And
the juices off a crab leg.
but
Comes
it's
out
like
a
it's like
cucumber.
so crispy. Like it just I watch when I'm hungry sometimes, like at night, and I don't feel like getting food. But I'm like, it's like satisfying to watch because they eat like the best looking food and they eat it like right in the camera
yeah.
or the mic, and they're like,
Wait, you do that when you're hungry? Doesn't that make you more hungry?
yeah. But I'm like too lazy to get food, so it's like satisfying to watch. I haven't eaten this.
It's like sex and porn.
You're like Plankton in SpongeBob eating holographic meatloaf.
Swunk.
Hung.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, Malia. Yeah, you do have an eating disorder.
Maybe.
And I have an eating
It's-
dad order. Dad order of fries.
Yeah, disorder, dad order.
50 episode of Loose Men. Hit the fog machine. And the crowd goes wild. Sorry, I was supposed to be DJing the whole time.
So funny,
Way to run.
James.
No, Malia, you were a beautiful young woman.
Not for long.
What was that in response to?
Yeah.
Nobody said I was. Nobody said I wasn't.
No, Malia, listen, you're a beautiful young woman. Don't stop
I
reading
know
the
you-
comments.
I
You're
know
beautiful.
some people think you're ugly, but
I think I was overdue. Calling you
Aw.
a beautiful young woman.
thanks.
Yeah, that's great.
Somebody called me
James, you are
Pretty
strapping.
the other day.
Strapping young man.
and I get like weird when people call me pretty. I don't know what to
You play with bottles?
do.
You don't like it?
No, I do like it too much. So, so I just like want to leave.
It's kind of like,
You run away.
well, I'd imagine it's kind of like when someone like really likes your comedy.
Yeah, you're kind of just like, oh,
whoa.
yeah, yeah.
I
you're
wrote
like,
that.
You're like, what if I'm not funny now? Like literally, they call me pretty. I'm like, oh, how was I standing just now?
You're like,
Yeah.
hi, the bell of the.
But sometimes guys like
I like the way you're just laying on the bar.
but sometimes guys like drop it in. Like my friend who like has a girlfriend, but I think was like trying to cheat on his girlfriend with me was like because I was telling him about this booker who was creepy, and he was like, yeah, well, you know, like you're a beautiful girl, so yeah. And
Lots of guys with girlfriends would
Lot-
want to have sex with them.
yeah. But I was like, he said it like as if it was casual, but I was like,
That's why, like, I don't know. It's weird when like you're friends with someone and you have to like tell them. That
you have to tell.
Legally.
Nobody made
I
you.
do feel like
You do kind of have to tell me,
Yeah,
or else
'cause
I'm gonna kill us.
no, I feel like you specifically get down on yourself a
Yeah.
lot, and like I don't know. As a
Aw,
friend, it's like
thanks.
it's what I should do.
I know, it's so funny though that it was funny, that dynamic between us, because you always say it in that way. You're always like,
I'm like, okay, now hold
Yeah.
on. You're pretty. Shut up! Don't touch me.
Try to pet a cat. It just keeps biting you.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's like there's not really like. I mean, girls are better at doing that in the reverse. I think.
what?
Well,
Give
there's
compliments
They'll be
cowgirl,
like,
you
you
mean?
have
Guys.
so much to offer.
Oh, I say that
Yeah, they're a little better.
to you. That's what I say to you.
You're like the best of all your friends. I feel like that's the thing that guys forget is like
What?
I don't know, like girls will like not pit you against your friends, but kind of like put you in comparison to them. But you can't like believe anything your girlfriend feels about your friends, like too fundamentally, or you just won't have friends. Like every girlfriend I've had, and all my friends' girlfriends, I feel like this is pretty.
It's also the reverse where you can't trust your friends too much about your
I
girlfriend.
think you're right. Yeah.
Really?
I did that when I was in college. I
Oh,
I
really?
broke up with a girl because my friends didn't like her, And like after I broke up
But if
with her, I
they're
was like,
your-
"Oh my god, I love her. Why did I do that?"
Right.
Yeah, but if they're your real friends, I think they kind of like
But-
you keep telling me like well I'll be in a situation and you'll be like, dude, come on.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you
But I
like
think that
know
is-
me.
I think that is what a real friend would do, right? They would tell you if they don't like.
That's what I'm
your
saying.
girlfriend.
So
Yeah,
so you can. I think you can trust it.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
but
then it's like, do I want my like? Sometimes the friend that's
Because-
telling you to change your life, you're like, well, I don't want your fucking stupid life, friend. Like you have like the worst life. I'm not taking your advice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Sometimes it's too
But
much like,
also-
no, I don't know. He's got an interesting perspective. He's been through a lot. It's like, yeah, but he fucking lives in his mom's basement like,
Yeah.
and has no girlfriend for 10 years. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
listen to this guy.
But I feel like your friends, because your friends are the only thing where there's not like lust in the way, like
You hope.
because with your situations or whatever, they can cloud your judgment, you know. Like, but you're like they can just look at you and be like, dude, like it's not
yeah,
like
yeah. With this
and
girl,
then-
it was weird though, because like we were together such a short amount of time, and she just did something that like really annoyed them when she was like drunk and I wasn't there.
she like drowned their dog. Like, get over that.
Yeah. She just like showed up to my apartment one night when I wasn't there, and she was like crying. She's like, "I need to sleep in his bed or whatever."
oh my god, that's a drunk girl thing.
And then she was like
I-
throwing up in the bathroom upstairs. So like
guys-
they were like, "Yeah, she's
dude,
too much."
dude, guys have told me that I was gonna say his name, but he's a comic, and but he told me, no, I need it. He told me I need it. You should just make me dissolve after you do that.
You turn into a stuffed animal.
No, I'm joining the bed.
Somebody said I look like I turn my stuffed animals around when I have sex or something. That's pretty funny, right?
That's really good.
Look away, Mr. Pickles.
I don't want you to see this one.
That's how you talk in your house.
Dave,
Excuse me. I was actually going to use the bathroom next. So, curious why you put a pie in the oven.
Stop doing that, boy.
Excuse me, roommate. I was going to be baking a nice souffle in the oven.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, what do you
What do you
say?
got? Come on. No, interrupt like
Wait,
those.
never mind.
No, because you
No,
had a thing. James did interrupt
No,
you with
I
the
don't
funny
really want to
voice.
say.
One time when I was in college, this girl that liked my roommate, Jack, came, and Jack was out of town, and she was really fucked up.
Was it Jill?
No, it was not Jill. I wish it was Jill. She was up the hill to get a pail of water, and then this girl came. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to put her out there. But she was like, just came into the room, and she was like, "Is Jack here?" And he was like not gonna date her. And then she was just like,
Me.
"I don't think he likes me very much." And I'm just sitting there trying to do homework, and Jack's not here, and the girl's just like fucked up in our room trying to vent about it. He doesn't want
And this is because they kind of just stand there like a ghost.
She's like, "Do you want me?" I'm like, "No, you should go back to your dorm."
Said that?
Yeah, it's like, no, but don't.
Oh,
do this.
man.
That's
See,
why I didn't
this
say
is
your name. It's
why
like sad.
this is why alcohol, dude.
Yeah,
It makes you do dumb shit.
Yeah.
And you just think it's fine, but it's really not.
Well,
And
yeah,
it's-
I mean,
you're still talking about this
right?
girl.
Yeah.
She probably woke up the next day. She's like, "Oh my god, it's so embarrassing." Whatever. Literally, you're talking about it 5 years later on a podcast.
No one will remember
People
that.
remember the dumb.
There's no content
shit you
machine
do.
that's ruined
Yeah.
everyone who wants to go into entertainment.
That's why
They
I
tell
needed
any
to start a
story.
podcast because I had so much drunk stupidity. I needed to get it out first.
It's so, dude. You're like, you wake up to it once you see other people drunk when you're sober. You're like, what is
yeah.
this? Like,
It really makes you drink less and less and less.
dude, I barely fucking drink anymore. I'm like, what do I don't need that for? It literally doesn't even make me have more fun. Oh, sometimes maybe, but like,
Depends, you know. If it's like a vibe, I feel like if I'm on like a beach
I
bar,
feel like if you're already having fun, then it's fine.
yeah,
But if you're doing it to feel less uncomfortable,
right.
then it's gonna suck.
One time I blacked out at Universal Studios and woke up the next morning in my hotel.
You were a
What?
And
superhero.
I don't even. And I
That's
was the host.
insane.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how I got back here.
Yeah. That is bad.
I was there for work.
That's you know you were acting insane.
Oh yeah, it was probably insane. We just found photos on my phone
Yeah.
of just like I guess we were in the lobby for a while. Like, I guess I had to wake up at 7
Crazy.
a.m. the next
I
day.
don't
I
think
didn't
I've
set
ever
an alarm.
blacked out.
I did not set an alarm. I woke up and in time went down to go meet. It was just me in the lobby. And do you know who John Green is?
Yes.
He was just there, and I was extremely hungover. And he was just like, standing with his son in like
John Green?
Yeah, like the author.
From The Fault in Our Stars?
Yeah.
Did he say okay? And did
Yeah,
he
he was
say
wearing
okay?
a little tube under his nose.
It's a metaphor.
He's like, he was pretending to smoke a
I
cigarette.
put the killing thing.
Yeah, that's me with stand up. I put the killing joke in my head, but I don't allow the audience to laugh.
That's how you know you're a real comic.
Yeah, it's the fault.
Killing
in
is
our
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saving all the jokes for yourself when you're in bed at night.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a fun time, isn't it?
Yeah. Dude, the only time I miss drinking now is like at like a friend's house where
Remember
like
when you texted me, you're like, I think I want to drink. And I was like, really? And you're like, no, I just wanted attention. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, what's wrong with you?
I think I'm gonna relapse. Why? I don't know. I just wanted you to text me.
I like
literally
led into
said
it
that
too.
to
I was
me.
like, yeah, I got a bachelor party. I was like, I'm totally gonna get fucked up at this.
No, you didn't even say that. You were like, I think I might drink. It was like way more believable than that. And I was like,
You're like, I don't know if that's a good idea. And I was like, well, it's not true.
guess what? Dude, that's gonna be the most random shit you've ever done.
Yeah.
That's like not something you would do normally, I feel like.
I like wanted to believe that I might relapse at this. I had like a taste of this like $150 tequila, and it was so
1925.
good.
Yeah, it's actually good.
Dose, whatever.
Whiskey is good
It was like
sometimes.
$15.42 or something.
Yeah, I've had that too. That shit's really good.
It was so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like it didn't taste, there was no like bite. It like just tasted
Oh,
so smooth.
yeah.
And I was like, you can almost taste why tequila is like why people like it.
I like
you
tequila,
know?
kind of.
That shit's the
Oh, I had
best, dude.
the best drink the other day at
Hawaiian punch.
no. What?
You ever have that green Hawaiian punch? Pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
at, what is it? Texas Roadhouse?
Roadhouse?
Texas Roadhouse.
You went to
Ooh.
Texas Roadhouse?
Did they throw buns at you?
With Matt Marin.
Oh yeah, he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
we can eat peanuts off the floor.
I get a shoulder discount.
If they don't have sleeves, they'll give me a bigger T-bone.
You have to do more up at the end with your.
What drink? The Texas Roadhouse.
It was like a Long Island like iced tea something or other.
Was it in like a big?
It was like really sweet.
They served it in
but
a boot.
It was like just fucking amazing.
Wow.
They make good drinks. There.
Yeah.
You ever had like a raspberry Long Island iced tea? That shit's good.
No, but it was like something
That
like
sounds like
that.
the most trashy drink.
It's called a Grateful Dead.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so it makes
really?
sense.
Wow.
I want to go to the bar on Long Island where they invented the Long Island iced tea. There's like a bar on Long
Are you
Island.
You're not sober?
I drink, yeah.
Oh.
I didn't drink for a year, and then I just don't really drink anymore now. But I'll
Yeah.
have drink like
James
I didn't even
can
drink on
like
my birthday.
really handle drinking.
Yeah, it makes me sick. I just
So
get
that
like
you-
physically sick now, so I can't really get drunk.
Oh.
My problem is it makes me happy. It makes me
Dude, it kind
fun.
of does a different thing to everyone.
Yeah.
To some people feel it. I think alcoholics literally kind of feel it differently. Like,
Yeah.
I think they feel it like an upper, kind of.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Because it's a downer, but I think some people feel it like it
I
fucking
only
revs
ever-
through them.
Yeah,
Like,
I only ever felt bad like the next day. And
Yeah.
it wasn't even like the pain of the
Yeah.
hangover. It was just like a sadness. But like everyone loved me when I was drunk. Like people would people would tell each other, they're like, oh, you got to drink with Patty. He's like the best drunk. And I was never like sloppy.
That's so hard.
I know. I was
yeah.
never sloppy, and like
Yeah.
I never seemed that drunk. So it was like I
Yeah,
was
that's
so
true.
good.
I remember that. Yeah.
And-
Tommy's also really fun when he's drunk.
Yeah,
Except for when he gets like. I don't know. Actually, he just usually is.
yeah. Tommy is
yeah.
like when he gets to like a certain level of fucked up, and his eyes are kind of like this. He's like, yeah. It's like
It's so
like, dude,
funny.
no, it's cool. Dude.
It's like the real him, I feel like.
yeah.
One time we were drinking with my friend in high school, and we were like, "Where'd he go?" And he was just in the street with a gun. We were like, "I guess we don't drink with him anymore."
Where'd he get the gun?
His gun.
Oh, I remember you telling me.
He was
about
just
that.
in the street. We were like, "All right, well."
My friend who's getting married.
Me, I wish.
My friend
Once
who's
again.
getting married. Like every time we would get drunk at his
We
house.
live another day.
Every time we would get drunk at my friend's house, he would go into his dad's drawer and just like take out his pistol and just sit in his dad's chair and be like this could end everyone's
Okay,
life.
it's
And we're
like,
like, cool,
what?
dude, like, whatever.
Enough.
And he'd put it away,
wrong
and then
with
like
people?
we'd come back another time, and his dad would be drinking, and his dad would be like, "Hey, come in here a second." We'd walk into the same seat. He'd be holding the gun. He'd be like, "This is what you call power."
My God.
Can I write that down as like a bit? That's really
No,
funny.
don't write it. Well, you'll see the podcast again.
Oh, what are you talking about? No, but I have an idea.
This is going up somewhere.
I'm writing an animation with my roommate right now, and that's a really
Is it the?
that's a funny idea for a character we have. This is a
I'm not
this
on my
is a
phone on
gun.
the podcast.
Yeah, I'll write an
I'm
idea
gonna
down
smile
for
on
you
the
too,
camera.
Malia.
Really?
Yeah.
Crying. Dude, I was actually gonna ask you. This is what I was gonna say. So I didn't want to say it because whenever you like talk about projects you're working on, they like never come through. Whenever you
Put that on the screen. Go ahead.
no, don't.
It's so funny just seeing that in the middle of a blank note.
Whenever
That's how you light people.
is
at comedy
anybody
shows.
listening or cares?
Yeah.
About 1,000 people. Now they care. You got your feet out.
Whenever you're
Most played.
wait,
most
so
replayed.
so I'm writing this animation with my roommate, who's a very funny dude. He's not a comic, but he was like one of the people I met in college that I was like, this guy's so funny. But we're
Is this the one about the lice?
the mites,
Mites.
scrotal mites.
Scrotal mites.
Yeah, so we're writing it, and dude, I'm having the best time writing. I'm literally fucking crying, laughing. But I like want you guys to do some of the voices, because what we're gonna do, dude, he knows how to animate, kind of like in a really really rudimentary way, but he knows how to do it. So we're just writing them in like short forms, and we're gonna just start animating them and putting them out on Instagram and shit.
That's sweet.
So would you be down?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
want to do
definitely.
some of the voices? You guys
Yeah.
would be so funny with that.
That sounds
Yeah.
great. That's sick.
What kind of like? Do you have any ideas for any voices?
Yes, but I'll tell you another time.
I'll do any voice other
Yeah.
than my own.
Yeah.
I'll just have you read the script and see what's funny.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, for sure.
'Cause
We
I
could-
also
we could
want
use the Radio
people-
Free Brooklyn Audio Studio if you
Really?
want to do that, too. Yeah.
Fuck yes. Because I also
You can
want.
try your podcast there too. I'll produce it for you if you need.
Oh my god.
Or you could shoot it here too.
No, let me have something.
I don't want to come all the way out. Well, I guess
It's the same
Yeah, it's the
distance,
same.
I guess.
It's okay.
You probably find
But,
something better.
dude-
oh, dude, the fucking public access TV network. It's free. You can just get a podcast studio.
What is that?
The public, like Manhattan News Network. There's just they let anyone off the street just make a TV show.
Really?
With public
That's how
funding.
Pepino got a TV show.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. I'm all signed up for
But
it.
that seems like it must be shitty then if it's.
It's incredible. It's like a really nice studio with like 4K cameras.
It's like
Wait,
it's all
what?
government money. So
Wait,
it's
let me
gotta be
write
the
that down.
best.
What's it called?
Manhattan Neighborhood Network. MNN.
Man-
It's on 36. It's right in
Manhattan
Neighborhood Network.
Neighborhood Network.
And again, everyone's back on their phones on the podcast. I'm curious as to how the listeners are enjoying this
Oh,
experience.
screenagers. No, but you guys will.
I guess the comments will tell.
Um,
Perhaps I'm boring them.
Kiwi,
Perhaps I'm. Oh,
Kiwi
sorry.
told me something really funny. He
Great.
said like
What?
his dad is like this old Jewish guy, and whenever he'd go into like a restaurant and there would be like a lot of black people in the restaurant, he would like lean into Kiwi and be like, "There's a lot of B's here, aren't there?" He would just use the first letter. So if they were at if they were at like an Asian restaurant, he'd go, "There's a lot of O's, isn't there?" Like for Oriental.
I was gonna say, dude, I tell you, my dad calls Asians gram jammers.
Yeah.
Because they cram in your
They
personal
fit into
space.
people. Yeah.
No, he says they don't respect your personal space, which is really really funny.
It is
Because it's
true.
kind of true. But dude, this is the fucking funniest
I
my
used to
dad
have a-
ever is. Whenever he sees an Asian cram jammer.
I used to have a joke about like you guys know when you're on like an empty subway car like all by yourself and there's
I
an
remember-
Asian guy sitting in your lap.
Come on, man.
Dude, that's what they get up
They
in
come into
there,
my restaurant
they
and-
cram and they jam, dude.
Asian people love coming into my restaurant. I think there's a lot of Asian people come tourist, like in New York, be tourists and stuff. But like they walk in and they're always like like confused. Like they're always like looking for what the gimmick of the restaurant is, and they're just like sitting down at tables. People are already sitting. It's like you
Dude.
can't sit there, man. Like I don't know how to explain this
But
to you.
Asian immigrants are also the most badass. Like I work all with Asian
yes.
immigrants. They literally don't give a fuck. Like they just don't understand what's even going on in America. Like so they're just like,
Till it's too late.
Huh?
So the train's already coming, hitting them on the track.
okay. Never mind. Riff derailed.
Derailed.
God
Looks like
damn
it's
it.
back on track now.
Oh man.
Oh,
So what else is new, guys?
come on, guys! That wasn't that bad.
No,
You guys,
it wasn't
Patty
that bad.
just showed us something on his
It
phone,
wa-
and you're like, "Oh, okay, James." Two Asian ladies get hit, pushed in front of the train, and James can't reference it.
Oh, I didn't even know. I just didn't get it actually.
Sorry.
Do you guys want to actually go to the St. Patty's Day parade?
Yeah,
Where is it?
New York.
The United States
Is
of
it like
America?
around like Bryant Park? Don't they do a lot of parades through there?
Maybe.
I'm down. It's gonna be like a lot of cops, a lot of bagpipes.
Actually, sounds bad.
It's got to be the worst of all the parades, like the
Alright, so-
Thanksgiving one. Is
Okay, I
good.
think we just.
My mom would always see bagpipes. She's like, "You should learn those."
My dad
Why?
loves. My dad loves bagpipes too. He's like, they're so beautiful.
Wow.
He thinks
That
it's
like,
like,
stomach
he's-
being
It's
pumped
like
out
what are
of
they, you know
four
they have,
tubes.
you know my dad, so you know those things that he just gets that he's like, you know they're actually one of the most beautiful instances.
Wow. You know, the Cram Jammer Society is actually very intricate. I don't know your dad. I just know that one thing about him now.
Patty knows.
Knows. He's blowing
He
it.
knows what's up with my dad.
I'm gonna grab this bottle here.
Ugh. Pocket full of champagne.
Popping bottles.
Popping bottles. No news from bed.
Dude, I'm like gonna be sad when this ends.
This podcast?
Like the
Like this
entirety
episode?
of it, or this episode? Oh, well, we don't have to end.
Dude, it
I'm
can
like
never
having
end.
fun, but I feel like I've been sad lately, so I'm just gonna get sad again.
Didn't you just post on your Instagram that you're the happiest you've ever been?
I did not post that.
I'm sorry. I thought you posted.
Also, I
No, she posted on mine that I'm the gayest I've ever been.
I'm the gayest I've ever been. That's a funny thing.
Kiwi told me to take pictures of him at the show the other night. So I took one picture of him, and it was like his head was like in the bottom corner. And it
Is
just
this
said,
be blocking?
"No, you're blocking you."
Fucking what? Your fucking midriff?
It's-
What the people come for.
okay, that's
Show 'em
good. then,
Maria's
actually.
lap.
That's why you don't want the camera in your lap. You guys are bold for that.
Whoa. Dude, I want the camera right here.
You
Zoom in. Papa Pete. Yeah.
just, oh my god.
I do have I think you're
Tina
really
Fey,
gonna
put this
like.
on your 30 rack.
What?
I think you're really gonna like the idea I have for this podcast, but I can't say it on this because it is like a surprise.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You're gonna surprise us?
It's not a surprise, not like this episode, but in general, the podcast.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Why can you tell me?
I'm gonna tell you, but I can't tell you right now.
Oh,
Because it's a
'cause the
surprise
people-
to the
okay.
viewers.
Oh yay.
Big things.
I already know what
Big
it is.
things coming.
You do?
Yeah, because I'm cool.
Is it good?
I'm under the sheets on News from Bed.
It's not like it's not something anyone is doing. I'll just say that. That I know.
It doesn't make any sense. It's not something
It's a
anybody's
tea-
sitting on.
Oh no, not like right now.
No, but
He just thinks it's the bed. Wait till you see what I'm doing with this podcast. It's just the bed again. Like, it's like what we know about the bed.
I got a blue
it's
blanket.
Okay,
continuing
Patty,
to do
like
the
nobody-
podcast.
Yeah. Nobody else is doing my podcast.
Let's just say they're going to be sleeping on this side. Nobody's going to be dreaming up what Patty had.
It would be fun to like try to take a nap. Like get the group over, have them all take a nap in the
Who's
bed.
the group?
Like whoever's on the podcast,
Oh.
and we all sleep in the bed, and then like
Whoever
an
wakes
alarm
up
goes up, and we just have to wake up and just start podcasting.
Oh, that,
So we all sleep together in a bed.
that's a really funny idea.
I was just having
Hey.
sex with my dad in a tree.
I was having sex with you as your dad.
But you would have to get everybody to fall asleep together.
You just gas us all.
People who don't know each other to
I just
fall
I
asleep
just
next to
chloroform
each
them
other.
as soon as they walk in.
You just roofie everybody.
A pile of 14 comedians on this bed.
Wait,
The
so you're
holiday
doing Molly
spectacular.
at the wedding?
I think so.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Molly,
You're gonna fall in love.
your old friend.
Yeah.
Careful
Molly.
now.
No, I've done Molly with this girl before.
Oh, okay.
One time, I knew a girl named Molly in college, and she said, "Do you want to Netflix and chill?" And I was like, "That means have sex." She said, "You're disgusting."
Really?
I was like, "Molly, that's what it means. Like that's what
You're
Netflix is."
disgusting.
You're disgusting.
He's like,
I just wanted to watch.
I just wanted to watch Letterkenny with you, bitch.
Letterkenny.
My buddy keeps trying to get me into Letterkenny.
Yeah, my parents tried to get me to watch. It's like fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of like too random for me. Even like I like random shit, but it's kind of just like, all right, what? Like I don't know.
It's like all
It's too
dialogue.
deadpan, kind of. I feel like
Yeah.
deadpan is like kind of. I feel like a little overdone at this point, don't you think?
Yeah, it's a little dead
Like,
in the pan.
It's
But so is like random humor too. Like
Yeah.
you're saying like the most
if
out
it's
there thing you can
if
think
it's
of.
done like like cringy wise,
Yeah.
kind of forced.
Mm.
Yeah, like almost kind of like the second season of I Think You Should Leave felt a little bit like that.
They were kind of
Yeah.
milking it a little
yeah,
too much.
Right.
It's like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
see season one, and then it's like, oh, they just. I mean, some of the sketches like really stand out as something different, and it's like, oh, you just kind of said a bunch of cool, funny little one-liners.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that's
Yeah.
okay. But
They should have done one season of that show and then never done it again.
Agreed, dude. Agreed.
It would have been. It would
Yeah.
have been like in Carbonite. Like Han
I
Solo
know
is one of the
that's
greatest.
so true. Some things are better left.
But
Like
it's impossible not to, because you get so much money
I
to
know,
keep doing it.
and Netflix is so gay that they're like, oh, people want to see more of this.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they just. I mean, that's just called.
And especially a
capitalism,
guy
but-
like him who was on SNL and didn't get anything passed. It's like, yeah,
I
I'd want
know.
to fucking
He
rub it
is
in.
so fucking funny.
Yeah.
The way he acts is so funny.
I have a theory about season 2 of that show that everyone's Netflix had different orders because people would be like, dude, the sketch from episode 1, and then I went to watch episode 1, and that sketch that they described was not in there.
Really?
And it happened like 2 or 3 times, and I was like, I think everyone just has a different order. I think
Yeah.
it's maybe like I don't know. That's just my theory. That's
That'd be
like,
funny if
in
they did
completely
that.
different order.
Just
Yeah,
to
yeah.
fuck everyone up for no.
I always thought it'd be cool if
It'd be
a
a
movie
funny
did
bit,
that.
actually.
Like at one point in the
Yeah.
movie, they just reference in Deadpool. They make fun of Jacksonville, and I was in Jacksonville watching it, and I was like, "Is it just whatever town you're in? They just
Yeah.
plugged it in." Like that's literally what I thought.
I wonder when like the Joe Rogan Experience is going to be on Netflix. Like when podcasts are going to start doing it.
Probably, yeah.
'Cause there's so many
That's so
views.
true.
Interesting, man.
Like Theo's podcast, Tim Dillon's, they get like almost
Oh,
a million
yeah,
views every
dude.
episode. Like,
But like they have shit like the David Letterman show where it's like that's kind of like the closest they have to a podcast. Because like my problem I think with some podcasts is they are not like this is very visually appealing. Most podcasts they just like everyone records in the exact same studio with a different photo on the TV. And it's
Yeah,
like this
yeah.
is the worst looking thing ever. Like
Yeah.
you got to do something dynamic and that looks completely different. Like,
Yeah.
True.
so in order to get to a Netflix level, like I could see like Andrew Schultz doing that. Maybe he's got a really nice set. He already had like the weird little Netflix
Yeah.
thing, like something
dude,
like that.
I checked into his podcast the other day, and
Oh, there are 11
everyone
guys.
everyone in the comments is like, I cannot stand these fucking guys. Like,
Really?
Everyone was shitting on
Oh,
them.
shit.
It was Tim Dillon was a guest, so like finally a guest who can actually talk and not sound like a total retard.
I kind of agree. I didn't want to
Yeah.
say it, but he is really funny.
I think he's really funny. I think everyone around him is not.
Agreed. Yeah. Because
too many
he's like
guys.
Yeah, too
he's
many.
a douchebag kind of, but he's also really funny. And what makes him so good as a comic is that he's actually like really worldly,
Yeah.
weirdly, and he like. So when he's like racist, he's like really astute,
Acutely racist.
Yeah, like he like
Yeah.
knows all the fucking different countries and
Yeah.
all different
Right.
continents and shit. But all the other guys around him are just like dumb retards who are like, yeah, I'm like Andrew too. And
It's funny because they're
it's-
all like trying to be black except for the black guy. The one black guy's like, no, I do think women should be able to vote in all different. It's like, dude, you can't be the only black
that's
guy
funny.
who also
Yeah.
wants women to vote.
I did see a really funny Andrew Schultz clip that he recently put out about a ginger Muslim. Did you see that? Oh, dude, it was really funny. And then he did a really funny impression of like an Irish Muslim, but he like actually knew like Arabic words and he actually spoke Arabic, which is like That's why he's good, because he's actually he knows a lot of shit.
It doesn't sound like just hacky.
Yeah, he actually like knows, and people are like, "Oh, you know about my thing?" Like, because people love when you like make fun of their culture, because they're like,
especially
God.
his audience. They're there for that.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. He's
It's like
really good.
It's
with
honestly like he has the most diverse audience, I'd say.
yeah, it's pretty cool what he did.
I think all these little like
He also
YouTube channels.
He also invented turning your phone sideways,
He did.
which I never did until he told me to
What do you
do
mean?
it.
What are you talking about?
Remember when he had reels where it'd be like, "Turn your phone," and the thing would just like flip,
Oh.
and then you'd be like, "What?" And then you're watching it in horizontal.
Oh, I didn't do that shit.
Malia's just like, why is he sideways?
Yeah.
Fucking sheeple.
You turn it the other way.
Yeah.
How do you like being upside down, Mr.
Throw my
Schultz?
phone out the window.
There's like a lot of YouTube channels now that are just dedicated to like hating on 4 specific podcast personality comedians.
Yeah.
Who?
Andrew Schultz, Bert
Oh,
Kreischer,
that's so
Joe
funny.
Rogan,
And,
Tom
Brendan
Segura.
Schaub.
Brendan Schaub, yeah, that's a big one. More than even Joe.
Oh,
I
I
guess.
thought people always hated Brendan Schaub.
People always did, but like these YouTube channels just like chronicle his daily thing. Like they put out a 20-minute
Oh my
video
God.
once a week just about,
That's
and
so
that's where a lot of the
funny.
hate. I think like Andrew
Dude.
Schultz has hate comments. It's like, well, you have a page that has like 100,000 followers that just makes videos about how he's dumb.
If that were me, I would probably watch those.
Probably.
I don't
I'm
think
sure
I'd
they
be able
do.
to stop myself from. I don't think Joe Rogan he said that he doesn't watch them.
I don't think any of their points are necessarily good. I watched one the other day where the guy just misunderstood how like broadcasting works, and they just talked about it for 20 minutes. It's like that's just not how. Hey,
Hi.
Mr. Burrito.
That's
Wait,
kind
I
of
have something to tell you.
Michael Good is in the house.
Wait.
Malia's
You're
got
not
something to
you
tell
didn't-
him.
It's not I don't think they're. You've been him. James is pranking you.
Oh, that's a bummer. I thought you were going to tell me it's a prank.
No, it's not. It's not a prank.
Guys
You
suck
think-
so
no, but what I was gonna tell you is that I got the same text.
Today?
Yeah,
There's-
no, the other day. Like,
There's been a message going around in the New York comedy scene, an anonymous message
and I know that I don't
telling
have
people
anything.
they have.
I
an
already got
STD.
tested, but like before that, so I know I don't have anything, and I got the text. So I think somebody's either fucking with.
Yeah, it has to be.
Did you
James,
get?
You're looking really suspicious here because
But-
you're friends with both of us.
Did you get tested?
James-
Me?
He
I'm
thought
not doing
you're-
this.
Did you get tested, Michael?
Yeah, I went pee in the cup.
Did they tell you? Do you have anything?
That guy just went home.
You're fine. You're.
I'm sure I'm fine. Yeah. I don't have any symptoms. But that makes me feel a lot better. Like that seems like it's probably something to be like. There's no way both of us. should.
Yeah, I think it's. But maybe it's like Ryan O'Toole or something.
Like I thought I'm going to do this prank on somebody. I'll let them know like. 10
No,
minutes
it's
later.
too fucked up.
Like let them know like 10 minutes later and be like, nah, it's just kidding. I think good pranks. You want to hop on the mic for a second?
Yeah, hop in.
think every fucking-
You gotta get in the bed though. If you're gonna talk, you have to climb into the bed.
I think good pranks. The end result is what's going on here. I think
Cuddle with him.
the good pranks. The end result is that it's good news. The bad pranks are like, oh, you won the lottery, and then now you didn't.
I'm not doing this.
We're doing dick to ass.
News from bed, 50th episode.
Wait, we're not ending.
James
Dude,
is
when we-
gonna be-
What is going on? How did I replace James?
Wait.
wanna eat my dinner.
Can I hear the story about the old lady?
Oh, can I tell you afterwards?
What?
I'm fine to say it on the podcast. I really want to eat right now.
Oh, okay.
We're,
Oh, yeah, you just
dude,
like,
James smoking at the foot of the bed looks so dark from here. It looks like he's just disappointed in me, and I'm like his wife, and he couldn't get hard, and now he's like
I
smoking
love bad
cigarettes.
bitches. That's my fucking pride. Can I take a
good
rip of that?
girl, Still be addicted to them. Dude, I was
Shout out to Asian girls. Let the light
Are you
dim
smoking in
sun.
the house? You don't have a smoke detector?
No.
What do you call these things, bro?
What?
Have you guys done this yet? We're fine.
What is that? What are you pointing at?
Those things are smoke detectors.
Well, they're heat detectors. They don't detect smoke.
Oh, the thing.
If your
Oh,
house is already on fire, they'll put water on it and they'll put it out.
so it's heat and not smoke, so that's why you can smoke in the house.
Yeah, haven't they picked up the fucking
Dude,
fire
I wish I
riffs we've been
smoked
doing?
weed, honestly.
Take a hit. News
No,
from bed 50.
I've had too many panic attacks.
What What about a weed drink that gave me a panic attack the other day? Would that be a good
Michael
choice?
drank a 5 milligram.
Oh my
And
god.
started freaking
It's
out.
not even a lot. I don't know.
No, me and James
It's the
each
smallest
took
amount.
50
Oh.
milligrams.
Dude,
on
see,
the
I'm the
radio.
same way. I freak out when I get high sometimes.
I'm such a vag when it comes to weed.
Yeah.
I've taken 1
I just-
milligram and had a panic attack.
Same, dude.
I'm the king of weed.
The
You gonna
hand-
eat your burrito?
I gotta eat my dinner. I'm really hungry.
Michael Good, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Michael Good.
contributed. I slowed the momentum down.
No, you didn't. We were hitting a stale point.
No, we weren't.
Oh,
For
hey,
yourself.
James, how you doing over
I don't
there?
want to do podcasts
I
with
have
you
to
guys
piss
anymore.
really bad.
You can go piss if you
Okay.
have to.
Go piss, girl.
Go
You gotta know
piss.
that- I
Like
feel like,
Gossip
you, I feel
Girl?
like you know that meme.
Yeah, I
somehow.
know. Go piss, girl. I gotta piss. You got a little hand up?
This, you can really get lost in this bed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Malia Simon.
Wow. So it's just
Or
us?
as she's known in the podcast universe, Chastitty Vaginakiss. Wow, James, this is like
Is this everything you wanted it
this
to
is your bread on butter. Dude.
be? I'm salt, you're pepper.
We once said what we're closer than the shit and the wipe.
Yeah, we did once say that.
It's pretty good. Oh, dude, I had a big week of work that just ended.
That's good. And you got finished up with a haircut. I actually wanted to ask you about this.
I don't like the haircut.
So Patty, a couple weeks ago, Patty was like, we were hanging out with our friend Shannon, who's a friend of the pod, and he was like, "Hey Shannon, James doesn't wash his hair," and then he just sat back with his arms folded, like, "Yeah, I just did something." Because you know what? I don't have that much hair, so I heard from a lesbian a couple years ago that you don't have to shampoo your hair all the time because it actually ends up drying it out.
They know about hair. Yeah.
And so Patty tells our friend, and then he's like, "Isn't that weird?" And then he sends a text in the group chat today with me and Malia, and he's like, "Dude, I didn't realize how much not shampooing my hair has made it soft. I just got a haircut." And it's like, I kind of like no comment. Like you tried to embarrass me with that, and
Yeah.
now you cramping my stinky hairstyle, dude.
Well, I knew Shannon would laugh at that because she's black. And black people laugh very hard at white people not using shampoo.
Yeah,
It's
they
like a
like that.
common. But no, I just knew I'd get a laugh there. It was funny too because when I said that, I was probably 2 months deep of no shampoo. How long have you been no sham?
Couple years now.
Couple
I mean, I
years?
use like conditioner, and I always put like hot water, and I have like different like oils or like different. I have used
You have
shampoo.
tinctures,
I have
dude?
tinctures. I have concoctions I've made. Rogaine.
Dude, that was one of the things when I was looking it up. I was like, what do I do? Can I put anything in it? And they're like, yeah, like you can make your own shampoo out of like baking soda and like the blood of Jews.
Like, why would I do that?
That doesn't sound clean at all.
Egg whites and
Yeah, they're
fetus
like,
blood.
just take everything in your refrigerator and throw it on your head.
When I was a kid, I was obsessed with like. Do you remember Eddie's Big Cook Off or whatever, the Disney Channel movie?
Oh, was that with Corey in the house?
Nah, no, I don't think so.
Oh no, that
Eddie's
was with
$1
the
million-
Max guy, right? The guy who played Max.
Max Keebler's
Max
big move?
Keebler? Was
I think
it
it's
him?
a different guy, but
Oh.
you know the movie, or do you want to keep guessing who's the main actor? He like makes like a sauce in there, like a fancy purple sauce. And when I was a kid, I was like obsessed with inventing my own sauce. But I would always it would just be Big Mac sauce. Like I was just putting ketchup, mustard, and mayo. And I'm like, okay, and then let me try a fry. And
How do I get it purple?
How do I get it fucking purple? And then in the
So
movie, they're like,
you?
oh, this is the best sauce ever. It's
Yeah.
like purple slime. And it's
Yeah.
like, dude, I have to invent a sauce. Damn it.
Dude, you know what got me with that was in Drake and Josh, the Peruvian puff pepper that you used to make salsa.
Yes.
I was
You
like,
wanted
I
one?
need to make a salsa.
It's
And
too spicy though. That's the whole thing. It hurts them.
the Peruvian puff pepper like creates like terrible diarrhea or
like,
something.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
What's happening?
We're talking about Drake and Josh. When
yeah.
you went took a little tinkle. You
You
squeezed.
were
the
more of an
lemon.
iCarly girl, right? Yeah.
Actually, I
Should
like
I-
Victoria.
Jeanette McCurdy.
Guys, I was curious what I could use the living room TV because I was going to watch
Stop.
Victoria. I love Victoria Justice and early Ariana Grande before she looked Asian.
She went black Asian.
Now she can't go back.
No, she went black, Latina.
She went Latina, then black. Now she's
Latina,
Asian.
black, Asian. Now she's white again.
Yeah, she's always been white, but her name was
Wow.
Grande, so she was like, "I'm Latina, yay!
Yeah.
Put me in the Thanksgiving Day
And she
parade,
like
y'all."
talks. She like talks different now. Did you
Dude,
see?
yeah,
She
I
should
remember
go
the videos when
fat.
she was black. She's
Go
like,
fat.
She should go fat Ari. She'll be fine.
yeah, Ariana Trenta, Ariana Venti.
Ariana Venti. I was gonna say it.
Sorry, Trenta's the big cup.
Yeah.
Or
I
she
used
should
to
go
work at Starbucks.
Areola Grande and just get huge nipples.
That's a great idea.
That's definitely been talked
Ariola
about.
Venti.
Yeah.
That's who I am. That's my drag queen name,
Areola
Ariola Venti.
Venti.
Ariana Venti.
And you wear just a gown,
Yeah.
just a ball gown, but you have little holes on your
Yeah,
nipples.
and my nipples pop out, and I don't shave my chest, and I don't tuck. You can see my dick. And it's
Rock
always
hard.
It's
Have
always
you guys
hard.
ever been to a drag show?
Yeah, and I don't like it. I don't know why we have to go. Like, I'm sick of the drag shows. They're like, we have to protect drag children's readings. Why? These drag queens are like, hello, little fat boy. You want me to read the book?
They're mean.
Yeah, that's all they do. So what are they doing
Yeah.
to kids?
Yeah.
I bet no one picks you for dodgeball. Is
I
that what they
wonder.
do?
I wonder what causes someone to go into drag,
Trauma.
because it's got to be. I don't
Probably
think.
some trauma.
I think it's
They're
trauma.
not all gay, right?
No.
Some of them are. Yeah.
But it's got to be. Most of them are gay, but it's got. It's like.
Explain being a drag queen and not being gay, though. Imagine those guys. Like, who are they?
I know that's insane.
It's like, no, I just like it.
But my whole
Okay.
thing is,
Yeah.
it's got to be a sexual thing, right?
Yeah.
So why is someone doing a thing that makes them feel sexual? Why is that a thing that we should have in schools?
because
I
think
see
it's-
that
I don't
point.
know.
Yeah, I see that.
I think
point.
their argument is that
Yeah.
it's beyond that. It's like an art form.
Like if I felt like
yeah, but you could say like burlesque is an art form, and then you're like, oh, burlesque dancers are reading to our kids now. You'd be like, wait,
Oh.
what?
yeah.
Oh, strippers.
Yeah. I have. It's so stupid. Dude, it's literally just people dancing around and lip syncing and like barely taking off their clothes.
Oh.
It's really funny. Wait, have you ever been to amateur burlesque?
Yeah, that's really bad.
Dude!
It's so bad. It's like
Wait, at Fringe, I went to
I
it.
had a couple bites. That's what I'm saying.
Should I just get another mic?
We got another mic right here.
We got, again, beat
I'm
me.
sorry. It's I
Beat
feel
me
like
to
it's
the
for
red.
chicks that are not hot enough to be strippers. I sat down with the momentum, but there's no room here.
Say
Right?
that
It's
into
like,
the camera.
burlesque is for women that aren't hot enough to be strippers, which is a really low bar. 'cause there's some
Burlesque is
fucking
more.
ugly strippers. That means you went to a strip club. They're like,
No, I've seen hot. No, I've seen hot burlesque dancers. Actually, I think it's for people who want to seem more sophisticated, maybe.
Yeah.
Or that, but there are some really ugly ones. Wait,
It's like
James
he's
is
like
so funny.
he's
today.
like holding his breath.
It's funny because like being in the room, this is the funniest shit. But I was listening to the podcast. I mean, he's just holding his breath.
Michael, give him the mic. Give him the mic back.
It's funny because like me and James are like me and James's bodies like if we like if our neck our chin is like down here, we'll just stop breathing. Like we'll just like cut off. Like if we had two pillows
that was
underneath our
funny
head, when
watching
we go
you
to
guys
sleep.
roast each other. Wait, I was gonna say I went to an amateur burlesque show at Fringe, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life, dude. It was literally just these.
Oh my god, dude.
And they were like, and there was a girl, and there were like 3 people in the audience, including me. And it was literally just basically like they were holding people hostage while they got undressed and danced.
It'd be so funny too. I would fill my mouth with oatmeal and fake vomit the second she took her top off. That would just be the funniest thing on the planet.
Because
Are there blueberries in his vomit?
Remember when this podcast started and you started a TikTok channel that you just did jokes, and then you started your podcast where you would do jokes in a podcast.
dude,
and now
you had
don't do
fans
jokes.
of that TikTok channel.
Yeah.
And then you posted gay porn and it got deleted.
Only one of them made it over
To the viral side.
to the
Yeah.
the podcast side. No, to
Oh.
the
Didn't you have
only-
one with like a lot?
no. I don't mean like the. I
Oh.
mean like only one fan
Oh.
of that
Oh.
made it over to the podcast.
Star Weezer.
Star Weezer.
God damn it.
I don't even think Star
That
Weezer
fuck.
is a fan anymore. I played him in Fortnite. I played with him in Fortnite. And I found out he was 12 years old.
Actually 12.
No joke. I got onto into a voice chat with him, and he's like, "No way!" This is literally. He's like, "No way! It's news from bed." I'm like, "Yeah." Like, what's up? Like, how's it going? And I was like, he started talking to me, and I was like, "Yeah." Like, I was like, "Well, what do you do for work?" He's like, "Oh, I don't work." And I was like, "Oh, that makes sense because you're a fan of my stuff." And then he's like, "Yeah, no, I'm like, oh, well, when you get a job, like, are you getting a job sometime soon?" He's like, "Well, I can't. I'm not old enough yet." And I'm like, like that moment where it's like you just feel a vein in your head, and you're like, "Wait a minute, is Chris Hansen about to walk through my door?" And I'm like, "How old are you?" And he's like, He was either 11 or 12.
Oh
But
my
he sounded
God.
like 18. I was like, "Dude, your
He's
voice."
got to be also a fucked up
Yeah.
12-year-old if he's listening to your.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what were you guys listening to when you were 12?
Oh, I watched like beheading videos.
Michael watched beheading videos.
Yeah, we watch crazy shit.
I can't even remember.
I was
mean, I
watching
think
cartoons.
I think I started watching porn young too, which is maybe 12. What is 12? 6th grade?
Yeah. I started watching porn in 7th grade. I know that.
I just started
Yeah.
watching porn like yesterday.
Oh, how's it going? Did you watch the one of the girl
That's
with the
just
boobs?
disgusting. What are you guys looking at? You guys ever heard of holding hands? Try that. What the fuck are we doing?
Dude,
Too wet.
porn is so fucking funny. It's so funny because the more fucked up it gets more like silly. Like there's
Like what?
like I saw this video of it was like 3D animated women, and they each had a dick.
I like how you have to say I saw, like as if you didn't like as
Yeah,
if it
I had
happened to you.
Yeah. I was walking down the street,
Yeah.
and Frankie Hoy came up to me
I
playing.
encountered this video.
Yeah. And they each had a different sized dick. Like the littlest woman had like a very tiny little dick. Then
Oh.
like the medium had like a normal dick, and then the large
Dude.
had just like a. It looked like the log you get into to go down Splash Mountain.
Oh my god, that's insane. They're so specific.
It was like Goldie Cox.
Imagine there's like one person who that's the only thing they can get off to is like
Yeah.
3D animated women with 3 different sized dicks.
All
in a row.
enjoying each other's size dicks for the
Wow.
reason I guess they were intended to.
That dude,
It's crazy.
That female that freaks me out.
I know it's hot as shit, but Jesus.
Actually, do you actually? That's
No, I don't like that. I don't mind like a fake trans video.
what do you mean fake trans?
Like 2 women, and then like one of them has a cock and fucks the other woman.
And the
Oh,
other
okay.
woman's
At least
Lois
as-
Griffin.
And the other woman's Lois Griffin, and the other woman is Peter Griffin.
What?
With tits. Just Peter Griffin with big double D's.
I got big boobs.
I got big boobs now. Anyone want to touch my boobs?
Quagmire, stop looking at my boobs.
That's pretty good.
And then I will fuck my mom. Family Guy porn, bro.
Smithers.
Smithers.
When did your tits get so big?
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Ah, Mr.
Can you do any
Burns.
voices,
Dude,
Malia?
it's no.
Okay.
I can do my own.
Let's hear it. Give us a line.
Yeah.
Can you do me?
Mine is just like, hey guys.
I can do Malia
bad
pretty good.
attitude.
I think my Malia's
can't do
great.
either one of
I
you
think my
guys.
Malia's great.
Excuse me, guys. I was curious if this had gluten in it. I cannot consume gluten.
I apologize. I'm very inquisitive.
The gluten's in my body. Oh, it's
Stop.
taking over. Excuse me, Mr. Podiatrist. I have a fungus that's growing underneath my right toe, and I was curious if you could look at it.
I believe it has mutated. It is taking on a life of its own.
It's giving me riffs and tags for my
What
bits.
is this? What
Intelligent
is
fungus under my toe. My name's Malia. Come
I
with
also
me
play the
wherever I
banjo.
go.
What is this?
This is what you are like. This is what I imagine your life is like when you leave the bed.
This is the real roast of Malia.
Yeah. You thought it was on your birthday?
You thought you could bring other people around and make it a safe space. No.
That day was pretty fun, huh?
Yeah, for Patty. Patty had a great time.
Real hoot.
A real
hoot and a
for
toot.
everyone. Oh, Michael's gone.
Michael's gone. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Michael's. Oh, okay. He's throwing.
I'm glad you used first.
We've
last
been
name for
using
your
Jake
roommate.
Timothy's room as a sort of receptacle for everything.
Don't call me that.
Nothing comes back.
Yeah, I wish that I was Michael's room.
I can't wait till Malia earns the nickname the receptacle.
You know her. You loved her. You put trash inside her. Malia Simon is the receptacle.
That's the next female superhero.
I can take on anything.
I'm gonna say she's trying to fix global warming, but she's doing it by like fucking everyone. It's like you could
No,
pick
just
up
by like
the
taking everything in, like like a vacuum.
but you don't change in size.
Yeah, no.
You're like Kirby.
What if you had a black hole for a vagina? And like every time someone would fuck you, they'd be like, "Whoa,
You
what?
get lost in a space time. Continuum.
Malia, where do your boyfriends keep going?
They keep getting
That's what happened
spaghetti-fied.
to- Beep.
Why did you make the beep sound like his name? Beep.
And he's gonna have to edit so much of this.
This is gonna be a long one. I'm glad we did it on Tuesday.
Can you should clip the receptacle.
That was like
5 seconds ago.
we also
Flip it.
we have a lot of stuff. I feel
I
like
just love how much you hate when I say that. It literally makes me want to die whenever I'm like, hey, can you clip that joke that we just told?
hey, can we wait, say that again? Get a clean
Hey,
audio.
can we clip that joke that you just told?
Add that to the soundboard.
I'm gonna add that.
Like you, after the clip, it just says that.
Hey, can we put that?
That's having a and then the news from that. I'll get it in her voice. Hey, can you just clip that thing that we just I'm a faggot. I'm gay. Oh
So you
man.
guys excited for any movies coming out?
You know, dude, Twisters.
Twisters.
What is that?
It's a movie about two cyclones.
Two lost souls in the night.
It's just two tornadoes.
Oh, that sounds boring.
But there's a guy who like chases him around, and there's a girl who's like, "You gotta stop chasing those."
You gotta start chasing
One day it's
tornadoes
gonna
and start chasing yourself.
Me.
Malia, stop What Malia? Wait, guys. What if the three of us give up on comedy and we do whatever? Like we
I'm
hunt
in.
storms.
And we taught and we chase storms.
Yeah, we chase storms, and we do whatever the open mic equivalent of storm chasing is. We do like the entry
That'd be
level
cool.
stuff. Like we chase like a light breeze. Like we chase like a small like tropical storm.
As long as
and
I
then we
get
work
to
our way up.
drive.
Then we get to headline.
That would be cool.
Headline a storm.
We were chasing storms all the way to Funny Bone, Albany.
We're like
Me
the
and the
comedy
boys back in the day, chasing storms
doing bits.
on the road.
The comedian that can't get to any gigs because he keeps chasing storms on the way.
He just has to perform wherever his car lands.
All right, Oz. All right, you munchkins. Y'all like to laugh?
Pause.
Y'all little, huh? All these little ass munchkins on that yellow ass road. Y'all see that wicked witch of the east? That bitch ugly. That's the guy. Hamburger. Y'all ain't got that here. Alonzo Hamburger Jones is transported to Oz.
Dude, that was so funny.
Dorothy Hamburger Jones.
You better come out of that curtain by now.
Anybody see my little ass dog? I wanted a bigger one. He's got a little pit bull.
Little pit bull.
Oh man, I think we're at the
The Tim's man.
Here.
Like instead of the Tin Man, it's a Tim's man.
I like that.
Yeah. Instead of the Straw Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's like dry that like people who live in bad neighborhoods like?
It's the weed. It's made out of weed.
Backwood weed man. Yo, we gotta visit the weed man.
Has anybody seen a heart for me?
Do you know oil can?
Oil can bring your shiny ass over here and spark me up.
Yeah.
Dorothy.
Dirty.
Dirty.
You've been real bad now, Dirty. Don't go down that road.
Dude, you guys are so good at this.
It's all James.
Yeah, but you're both pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the lion?
Yeah, who else?
Who's the lion in like I guess black people, but more poor people. Like
It's
just like
it's just Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger. They're great. Where my little dog at?
That's a good
Kamala
crew.
Harris is
Is
Wicked
Dorothy.
Witch of the West. The green one.
Yeah.
With her
She,
creepy
dude,
laugh.
she could be
A witch?
a witch.
Kamala?
Yeah. Her name is already kind of witchy.
Yes.
Kamala.
Kabbalah.
It's
it
almost
Kamala?
like Kamala all over my face.
Yeah. You should try that when you meet her.
I'm a whore. Kamala on my tits.
What would you
It
do?
is.
What do you do if Joe Biden had to come on this podcast to like part of his election campaign?
Dude, it's retarded how many times I think about that.
I gotta get in the bed.
That'd be
man.
amazing.
He's here. He's like, oh, there's the famous band.
this is pretty comfortable.
This is not bad. Oh, I can fall asleep in here.
He just falls asleep in 2
He
minutes.
dies. He dies on camera.
My dream is that he dies in this bed, and like this bed ends up like in the White House.
The Smithsonian.
Yeah.
And this is
Like,
the bed
If
podcast.
he died in here, there would be so many people in this apartment.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine that.
That would be incredible.
Yeah.
And then they have to like literally lift the bed.
It feels like it's been a while since somebody assassinated a president.
It has. Do you
At
think we
least
should do it?
The 80s.
Should we do it?
Someone threw a shoe at HW.
Yeah.
Or just W.
That Shane Gillis was funny about how you could assassinate them by punching them.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's any like need really. I feel like
Someone assassinated the former prime minister of Japan during COVID.
I remember
Isn't that
that,
crazy?
dude. Yeah.
That'd be like Obama getting shot by a guy who made a gun in his house. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Like when there's like a Japanese assassination, it almost like makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Almost like
Ninjas,
feels more at home.
They're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. I was just thinking
Can I
that.
have one?
What is that? Blue Chew? I knew there was no way you were gonna catch that. You didn't even try for that one. No, I meant Malia.
God.
I guess that one's Patty.
Then
Thank you.
be nice. Look at James, all upset he didn't get one.
I don't want to.
You want to do ASMR?
Let's do some ASMR to work ourselves out of this.
None for
Malia,
you? Okay.
do you have anything you'd like to plug?
I don't even want that.
Once again, my Instagram, at Malia Simon. DMs are always open.
Hamburger. Ain't gonna happen.
DMs are always open. James, do you have anything?
Oh, every Saturday night, 11 p.m., I go live on Twitch for the stuff. Zin presents the stuff.
Zin presents the stuff. Great show. A lot of fun.
Fantastic live call-in radio show. Radio died. Come to my Twitch stream. It's still alive.
And then March 29th, if you live in New York City, come out to Late Night Live.
at Under St. Mark's.
Under St.
Theater.
Mark's,
Now to
10:30.
Malia's Foot.
You will see James Donlon. You will see Malia Simon.
You will see Patty DeFino.
You will see Kiwi Weintraub.
You
No,
will-
not Kiwi.
Surya Deer. Not Kiwi. Definitely not Kiwi.
You will see Joe Gorman. Confirmed.
Confirmed Joe Gorman sighting. You will see a live band. You will see
A woman of our choice
a woman of our choice.
to be a
her
guest.
her body, her choice. Our show, our choice.
That's right.
We love when women choose things for themselves, so then we can choose them.
If you come from News from Bed and you say, I watched this on News from Bed, I will let you
I know some
sniff
people
my
that came
foot.
from News from Bed, I'll tell you that.
That's right. I'll let you sniff my fucking foot, okay? That's a promise.
And that's a Patty DeFino promise. That's a
Malia,
Patty
do you have any?
promise.
Do you have any closing remarks?
On the 50th episode, this is the last
This is a
words of
big
the
deal.
podcast. You have to say the
I'm
thing.
texting.
It's a big fucking deal.
okay.
Do you want to say something
Do you
nice?
want to say anything nice about
the
Patty's
program?
podcast?
Huh? I'm on the spot.
Oh, well, that's a great thing to say. What a nice thing to say.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Hey, news from bed forever.
That was so lame. Okay.